Hey guys, it's Chloe. I wanted to make a video on how and why I went vegan. I get a lot of questions and just people asking how it happened. So I kind of wanted to sit down and make a video about it because I think it's been really important to me the past 2 or so years throughout the whole process. So I'm going to tell you guys how I went vegan, why, and different pros and cons. Okay, so going back to September 2017 was the last time I ate meat. One night, my fiance and a few of my family members watched a documentary called What the Health, which is a vegan promoting documentary. It's the first vegan documentary I've ever watched, and it was super eye-opening because they talk a lot about the meat industry and the dairy industry. And it's explaining the link between like diet and disease and how people can just make healthier food choices basically. So right after that, we went vegetarian, myself and John, and we cut everything out except cheese. So we didn't drink milk, we didn't have any eggs or meat or anything like that. We just, for some reason, still ate cheese because cheese is really hard to give up. So during that time, it was a really easy transition. You just kind of like stop eating it, and after watching that, you don't really want to eat it again. So it was pretty easy. And it was really fun looking up like meatless recipes and just playing with being vegetarian basically. So we were vegetarian for a little over a year and a half. And in April 2019, one night we watched a talk by Dr. Neal Barnard. It was called Power Foods for the Brain. And he just basically puts out all of the facts about dairy, meat, and like what power foods can do for you in your health and every aspect of your life. It was completely life-changing. And John actually was the first person to be like, why are we even like bothering still eating cheese? Like, let's go completely vegan. And I was like, you're totally right. And it kind of helps when you're both in it together because you just have like more power as a couple, I think, or with somebody else to help you throughout the process. So John, myself, and Leo became vegan in April. So I think the real reason why I went vegan was for the health benefits because I learned so much of what it can do for you and your body and your mind. And I kind of just wanted to try it and see if it really made a difference. And I will never go back. So I want to tell you guys like the pros and cons of being vegan since I've transitioned and like how I feel and just what's going on in my body, I guess. First off, like, I mean, there's so many more pros than cons, like it's unbelievable. I think my first one would definitely be that I'm way less tired. I have so much more energy. I remember like coming home from work or like in college or high school, like I would feel so tired all the time. I would take naps in the middle of the day for like hours. Like I did not have a lot of energy. Now being 25 years old, even with the 2-year-old, I feel like I'm so much more like attentive and like energetic, and I'm just so much, I just have a lot more energy. Another one is that like I feel more empowered in a way. I don't know if that makes sense. Some other pros that I've noticed is that my skin is definitely different. Like I have no problems with my skin. I haven't literally for like the past 2 years. I think that really changes. Another one is, this is a big one for me some reason, I think more clearly. Like I'm able to like make more decisions quickly and like think more thoroughly, which is kind of a weird pro, but that's just something I've noticed. Also, since going vegan, it lessens your carbon footprint by 50%, which is huge. That's something I've always wanted to do as a person, and I'm really happy by this age I kind of like figure that out while doing something that's best for me and like the environment and for my health and for everything. So I would say that I don't have any cons to being vegan at all. One thing I would probably say is like if you're out in public or something, there's a little bit less of like vegan options for prepared foods at least. I don't really worry about that though, because I make most of our food. Like I really enjoy vegan cooking and just trying out different recipes and stuff. So that's not really something I run into a lot or I get like frustrated by. I also don't know if this is like a con, but I'm like overly passionate about it. So like if I hear people talking about like diet or nutrition or just anything vegan, like I feel like so empowered in myself to like talk about it. I don't really think that's a con, but that's what I feel sometimes. So I think a little of what's happening right now since April, since going fully vegan, for myself personally, I'm looking at veganism as a whole and looking at like my beauty routine and my skincare and my clothing and stuff. I'm kind of slowly changing all of that to being completely vegan, cruelty-free, and you know, it's kind of hard. Like there's so much more work into it, but obviously it's worth it. And I feel so much better about buying things that don't have animal products in them and just changing my whole lifestyle in different ways, not just with diet. Any tips or anything I would give to people that are interested in going vegan? Just keep watching videos and documentaries. I'm sure you guys have seen it like all over your Instagram feed or on YouTube, different people going vegan and talking about how different they feel and how it's changed their life. Like just watch different things that get you to realize where your meat is coming from and what it's doing to you and how great you can feel if you make the change. Different documentaries I'd recommend watching are the one that I went vegetarian with is What the Health, Forks Over Knives, Food Inc., The Game Changers, which is like a most recent one about like athletics and athletes that are vegan and how it's changed them, which I think is really cool. So if you're not vegan and you're watching this video, obviously that's okay. I hope this opens up your mind a little bit and you might learn something new, but I'm definitely like, obviously I'm very passionate about veganism, but I'm not like pushy about it. Obviously everyone has their own lives and can make their own decisions. I'm just very empowered by it and I wanted to share that all with you. So thank you guys for watching and letting me share my story with you. I've never made a better decision in my life. It's the best thing I've ever done for myself, for my health, for the animals, for the environment, for my family. I just feel so grateful and so empowered. So I hope to make more videos soon. Let me know what you guys would be interested in seeing, and I'll see you next time.